Happy Halloween, football fans. Trick-or-treat hours are just about wrapping up, but the sweets are going to keep coming as we've got a very special playoff edition of Big Sky for Friday nights, where the only things the players on the field are scared of is facing elimination. So to everyone at home with a belly full of candy, it's time to put your feet up and enjoy the on-field action. Spartans hoping to come out scarier than Shark Boy right here. Someone get him a treat pronto. And somebody warned Billings Sr. about Rudy Hess. Too late as Hess snags the first interception of the night. Don't go to the bench. He's got to turn around and play quarterback. And he'll find future Bobcat Cade Robinson for the big pickup. And Hess will cap off the drive himself with the sneak. And Sentinels up 14-0 in the blink of an eye. And Hess, living up to his family name, still has a full tank of gas. This time calls his own number on the keeper. Full steam ahead. Spartans not missing a stride, up 3 scores. And they're going to feel sweeter than candy this Halloween season, taking down the Bronx with less drama than your favorite horror film. It's a Missoula football massacre. Spartans win 41-7. And now we'll head to Great Falls, where the Bulldogs of Butte look to pull off a road playoff upset in the Electric City for the 2nd year in a row, this time against CMR. And at Memorial Stadium, even the tacos get free candy. Things looking scary good early for Butte. Jager Hansen the stop in the backfield, but the Rustlers keep the drive alive as Caleb Taylor launches a dime to Ben Cunningham, who tiptoes the sideline. Next play, it's Hunter Lee, the carry, and the caravan into the end zone. Rustlers spooking Butte, and the frights continue. Raider Gray loses the ball, and Landon Bondmiller is all over that one. One snap later, Rustlers going ham on Halloween. Cunningham, another snag and another score. Raider Gray undeterred after the turnover. He scrambles to move the chains, but the Rustlers back at it though as Taylor throws up a jump ball, but Caleb Chelly reads it perfectly to force the punt. Taylor gets another crack at a deep ball before the break, and he won't miss this time. Jackson Dixon, the snag, the swerve. He's gone 49 yards to pay dirt. Rustlers' rampage continues in the third on 4th and 11. Taylor, the 22-yard connection to Drew Etchberry. You could say that's a very nice play as the Rustlers roll to a 42-6 win and will face Big Sky next week. And just like that, 2 teams had to face their biggest fears with an early elimination this postseason. But what's my biggest fear, you might be wondering? It might sound silly, but I've always been terrified of giant monkeys. But that's ridiculous. We got to get things over to Tommy Rooney for the Bozeman-Hellgate playoff game. He's staying by live from, oh my goodness, Van Winkle Stadium. All right, very funny, Tommy. Now that the tricks are out of the way, why don't you treat us to what went down tonight?
Yes, very funny, Alex. You know I've been asking you to let me wear this all year long, but it's not work appropriate, or it's not how a journalist should look on TV. And I would have done air quotes there to dramatize my point, but my other arm is inside the monkey suit for warmth. But anyway, let's look at these highlights.
It's playoff football time here at Van Winkle Stadium with the hometown Bozeman Hawks going to war with the Hellgate Knights. These teams played in week 1 and Bozeman won, but could they do it twice in 1 year? First drive of the game for Bozeman, and quarterback Van Shockley rolls out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing, but is intercepted off the sideline tip drill from Parker Link to Sam Kohei to set Hellgate up at midfield. Bozeman will force a punt, and on the next possession, Shockley makes up for the pick with a spooky touchdown run on Halloween night to put Bozeman up 7. Normally, you don't see standard kickoffs in our 1-minute highlights of these games, so something important must happen here, and it's Marcus Howlett scooping and scoring for the Hawks, who scored twice in 2 plays, and they would go for 2 and get it to go up 15-0. And the worst 2 minutes in Hellgate football history continues as quarterback Vince Papasan is intercepted by Oscar Glick, who takes it all the way to the house for the Hawks, now up 22-0.
Bozeman would not look back in this one, winning 38-7, and they will travel to Kalispell to play Glacier next week.
Well, Alex, I think it's safe to say there was certainly no monkey business going on the Bozeman sideline. They'll look to upset the #1 seed Glacier next week. Now it's time for me to get out of this monkey suit that I've been wearing for the last 5 hours and go eat some candy. In Bozeman, Tommy Rooney, NBC Montana Sports.
Thanks, Tommy. Those highlights were truly bananas. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more first-round action after the break.
Get Montana weather updates right to your email inbox. Go to NBCMontana.com/newsletter to sign up. Be weather ready with severe weather alert team updates on all your devices. Register now at NBCMontana.com/newsletter.
Big Sky Friday.
With us. Before we get back into the action, what do football players wear on Halloween? Face masks. Someone playing cricket sounds? Anyways, let's head to Hamilton. The Bronx student section lighten up the Bitterroot sky. Let's kick off the Class A postseason where Big Forks QB gets a case of the jitters. Ball gets behind him and Brand Saltzman will party in style with the safety dance to open up the night. And if he's going to score the safety, he may as well score the tutty too from 10 yards out. Could have skipped in from there. Bronx up 8-0, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Back to the ground game. This time, Jude Whitmer's on the loose, and his speed alone will bring him home. Now it's Big Fork's turn, and a quick handoff to Taden West has the senior loose and gets the Vikings on the board. One score game, but not for long. Ensuing kickoff. Jackson Lupke's been a staple down there for 3 years. Here he goes, taking the kickoff, 99 yards home to the casa for another signature moment to help send the Bronx to the quarterfinals where Billings Central awaits, taking it 46-20. Sumo vibes and scary guys out in Florence Carlton tonight, and on the gridiron, Conrad unlocked a new fear. Florence's offensive attack as Brody Duchesne hooks up with Chase Wagner to open up the scoring in the second quarter. Now the Falcons are backed up deep in their own end, so they'll run a reversal. That could have fooled me, but Maddox Chase turns on the Jets, going down the sidelines as he runs faster than my friends would, trick-or-treating door-to-door on Halloween night, and nobody's catching him. See you later. But the Falcons showed no fear this holiday. On 4th and 12, Duchesne finds Tash Lawrence, who follows his blockers into the end zone, and Florence can go celebrate what's left of Halloween as their season lives to see another week taking it 49 Ghostface. It's well past the hour for trick-or-treaters, but Kenzie Valentine didn't get the memo as she joins us late in the game to wrap up the action from Whitefish playing host to Butte Central. Happy Halloween, Kenzie.
Happy Halloween, everyone. And if you haven't heard enough jokes from Alex tonight, I have another one for you. What's the spookiest part of a football game? 4th and goal. No, but seriously, the spookiest part is going home during playoffs. The winner of this game will move on to play at Laurel next Friday for quarterfinals. Let's take a look. To start, Whitefish intercepts and gives the opportunity for quarterback Luke Dallin to run it in for the first touchdown of the night. Another touchdown for Whitefish back-to-back, this one a long run down the sideline from Cole Moses, making the score 14-0. Whitefish chooses some trickery, pun intended, to kick an onside kick and recovers, giving them the opportunity to gain a comfortable lead. However, Whitefish fumbles close to the goal line and is recovered by Butte Central and taken all the way down to the Whitefish 30-yard line. Butte Central chooses some trickery this time with a fake punt, but can't convert later on 4th down. Score is still 21-6 Whitefish. With 1 second left in the first half, Luke Dallin keeps it himself for his second touchdown, sending the Bulldogs into the locker room with a comfortable 28-6 lead and higher hopes of moving on to quarterfinals. In Whitefish, Kenzie Valentine, NBC Montana Sports.
All right, thanks, Kenzie. Take the time to get up and grab a couple Milky Ways because it's time to find our final Play of the Week winner when we return.